Hey, I'm Madora. I'm just playing a little bass groove in A minor. Today we're going to learn about this and say what does it mean to be playing in A minor? And this is actually a follow-up lesson to the previous lesson. So if you haven't checked that out, you probably want to do so before continuing this one. Just press pause and go check the other one out. But in the previous lesson, we talked about what it means when someone says oh yeah, we're playing in A minor, in terms of the note choices that you have at your disposal. And in the previous lesson, we discussed everything in relation to the 4-fret span, basically saying, yeah, if we have one finger per fret and we kind of stayed in this zone using this shape, what does that mean? Today, we're going to take the same concept, the same hierarchical pyramid of notes, and we're going to apply it to a different fingering pattern. So we're going to use what I call the 5-fret span, or slightly elongated vertical way of viewing the fretboard. So instead of playing everything within here, we're going to go like this. So it's a little more, spidery, I guess. But it's a great way to kind of take some of these concepts and realize I can play the same sounds and find the same notes, but do it in a slightly different way on the fretboard. And it's a great way to improve your knowledge of the fretboard. So the whole concept last time was saying all right, well, when we say, yeah, we're going to be playing in A minor, what does that imply musically? And we kind of made this pyramid of the top being a single note choice that we have, and expanding that to know what other notes we might have at our disposal, or starting at the base of the pyramid with something like an A natural minor scale and working our way up, distilling it to the top, which would be the single note A. So we're going to do the same concept. This time, we're going to use this 5-fret span. I'm going to start with my second finger, my middle finger here on the A on the 5th fret. And then basically the notes on the 5th fret, I'm going to use my middle finger to play. The notes on the 7th fret, I'm using my pinky to play. And then we're going to kind of reach up and grab a few notes here on the 3rd fret with our index finger. Now, when you do this, it's really important to know that your thumb, while we call it an anchor, isn't totally anchored. We don't want to keep it in one place and then just really work to stretch. We do want to kind of slip slide it around. Sometimes I like to think about it as an anchor that doesn't weigh a lot, so that maybe it kind of drags along the ocean floor, but it's not heavy enough to actually anchor the boat to the sand. I don't know. That's just what I think about. Anyway, let your thumb kind of bounce around and glide around on the back of the neck. It doesn't have to be all in one place all the time. So with that knowledge, let's play our natural minor scale. A natural minor, we have a root note, a second, a minor third, which we're going to get here on the 3rd fret, a 4th, a 5th, a minor 6th, also here on the 3rd fret, a minor 7th, and then the octave. So in terms of note names, we would go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, or scale degrees, 1, 2, minor 3, 4, 5, minor 6, minor 7, octave. So get this pattern, get this shape under your fingers. And there we go. We've got kind of the base of our pyramid. If we were to distill that to the minor pentatonic, we're going to get rid of 2 notes. We're going to omit the 2nd and the 6th scale degree, leaving us our root, our 3rd, our minor 3rd, our 4th, our 5th, our minor 7th, and then the octave. Before we played it like this with our 4-fret span. Now we're playing it like this. And you can hear that it's the same notes. The only thing that we're doing is we're trying to grab that 3rd in a different place to kind of open up the fretboard in a slightly different way and take this more of vertical approach. So once you've got that down, we say all right, well, we started with the natural minor scale, then we had the minor pentatonic. What about an A minor 7th chord? We're going to have our root, our minor 3rd, our 5th, and our minor 7th. So we're basically just taking the 4th and we're being see you later, buddy. We don't need you right now. And we have our A minor 7. Next, we're going to get rid of the 7th and say well, what if we just play an A minor triad? We have our root, our third, our fifth. We can throw the octave on top. Why not? And there we go, our A minor triad. If we distill that even more, we would say like, yeah, maybe we don't even want to have the third in there. We just want to have a root fifth party. Here's our root, here's our fifth. Octave, why not? And if we got rid of another note, that would leave us with just the A right here. So this is kind of the top of our pyramid. So again, this is like this hierarchy of notes that you have at your disposal when someone says like, yeah, we're just playing in like A minor. This is kind of a good breakdown of the way you can think about how complex you want to get with the harmony of what A minor could be, what its potential is. Yes. Now let's start at the top of the pyramid and work our way down. With an A, we can play the octave of it. If we want to add a note, we'll add our fifth. If we want to add another note to give us a triad, we have our root, our third, and our fifth. Then we can add another note, give us an A minor seventh chord. Then we can add another note to get our A minor pentatonic, root, third, fourth, fifth, seventh. And then finally have a seventh note scale, A natural minor. And there you have it. So that's kind of that fun little pyramid of sound, notes, theory, whatever you want to call it, that I find can be particularly useful so you know what some of your options are and so that you know what things are called. So someone's like, oh, just play an A minor seventh chord. You know what that shape is. You know what that sound is. And now you have a second option in terms of how you can play that. You know, you can play an A minor seventh chord like this or like this. And there it is. That's music. That's bass. That's cool stuff. For more cool stuff, you can head over to my website, ryanmadora.com, to check out books and videos and other fun things. And in the meantime, get these things under your fingers. Keep it groovy, everybody. Happy practicing. See you next time.